The Detroit Lions concluded their 2024 regular season with a 15-2 record after a big victory on Sunday at Ford Field against the Minnesota Vikings. Lions fever is overtaking the greater West Bloomfield area, including the day-to-day work at West Bloomfield Town Hall, where some of the biggest fans in town are working in those offices. We had a chance to go out to Town Hall to talk about the excitement behind the Detroit Lions with some of the people that are working hard each and every day at our Town Hall offices.
It's been a lot of fun. I mean, they're playing so well. They've obviously beat their season record of wins, and on the road and at home, it's just been incredible. It's fun to watch. Victory Mondays are my favorite day of the week, and I've really enjoyed watching the team do so well this year.
They're doing an amazing job right now as far as dealing with the injuries and still staying positive and keeping that eye on the prize of the Super Bowl and just really bringing a lot of grit this season.
What have been some highlights from this season so far?
I'm a big Aiden Hutchinson fan, so seeing him really take off at the beginning of the year was a highlight. It's a little bit of a bummer where he's at now, but it's really cool seeing some of the guys like J-Mo get better. He's getting into his own. Seeing Amon-Ra really take the team on the back of his shoulders, and it's been a great year.
I think everyone's been a fan of the team for their whole life. I mean, Barry Sanders, Billy Sims, Wayne Fonts, all of it. But it's really picked up for me when Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes took the helm. It's been exciting, their energy, to watch them and see them being interviewed and on the field. It's been incredible to watch.
What is it about seeing this team succeed that's so important for not just the people of West Bloomfield, but for the state of Michigan as a whole?
Well, I look at it as just Detroit. I mean, I think the team has gotten a hard rap, hard knocks for the past few years, actually decades, and the city too. And I feel like they go hand in hand. To see the Lions doing so well, it's hard not to see them both just thriving, and it's great for the city. It's great for West Bloomfield. In fact, I sit at my desk and people come in all the time with Lions attire and Lions hats, and our contractors and customers and residents, and then they see my pennant and we talk, and it's a great way to connect with the people of West Bloomfield.
I think it's something to really get behind as far as relevant Lions football always brings out the best in people. Playing games this far into the year that are we've been playing relevant football for the last 3 years, and it's been really exciting as a Lions fan.
Had to have been an exciting night for those Lions fans and more across greater West Bloomfield with their 15-2 regular season record, in particular with that victory over the Minnesota Vikings at Ford Field on Sunday night. The Lions have a first-round bye. They otherwise would have been the number 5 seed in the playoffs and would never have been guaranteed a home game. Now they're only going to see Ford Field for the rest of their season, with one exception. That is if the Detroit Lions make it all the way to the Super Bowl. So we heard their thoughts before the big game from Sunday. Now, after the big victory for the Detroit Lions, we bring back in Stacey Folbe and Steve Spencer from West Bloomfield Town Hall on a Victory Monday. Welcome. Happy to have both of you on. Stacey, I want to start with you. We saw a little bit of your desk. It's decked out in Detroit Lions gear. You got a Calvin Johnson bobblehead there. You got a Lions fan model of yourself on your desk. Pictures with Lions like Marvin Jones, legends like him himself. So what's your reaction after that game last night and the performance this team put on?
Absolutely incredible. I couldn't even fall asleep last night. I'm so excited. Ask Steve, I came in screaming, running. It's thrilling. It's a wonderful time to be a Lions fan. Super excited. It's the best. Undefeated on the road. 15-2 record, as you mentioned, is incredible. We're breaking all these records, and it's a great time to be a Lions fan.
Steve, just a year ago, the Detroit Lions won their first ever NFC North title, and now they've gone back-to-back, 2 straight of those, and now the number 1 seed in the playoffs. It was kind of mentioned when we heard from the both of you before the big game on Sunday that people come in to Town Hall and they immediately are inundated with that Lions fandom when they see all the decorations in your offices. So what has this been like to be able to connect with residents even deeper because of your shared fandom for the Lions in this season and the last couple seasons?
It's been great because you end up getting a resident that'll come in, and it's not just hey, here's my tax bill or water bill. You end up chatting and really getting on the same page as a lot of our residents, and learning about their families and stuff. And it's the Kool-Aid definitely flows in West Bloomfield.
Especially after a 31-9 victory last night. Everybody coming into this game kind of thought it's going to be the Lions offense versus the Vikings defense. The Vikings offense, so it's the Lions offense versus the Vikings offense, because that Vikings defense, as strong as it is, has struggled against some of the top teams in the NFL. The Lions defense so banged up, and Sam Darnold and Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones and the like playing such great football throughout the season. Stacey, were you surprised that it kind of ended up being the opposite of that? The Lions defense was what was the driving force, and the Vikings offense didn't seem to be able to get anything done.
You hit the nail on the head. Defense showed up. It was incredible. It was great to see Alex Anzalone back on the field. And I thought Amik had an amazing night. Za'Darius got a sack. I mean, I don't know. It was awesome. I was thrilled. And of course, offense, second half, Jared Goff, Jameer with his 4 touchdowns was incredible, like historic. Fun, amazing to watch.
Steve, what does this make the environment like at West Bloomfield Town Hall with your day-to-day work? When you got something to talk about, it's always exciting, but when it's something like this, that for all of us in Greater West Bloomfield and Metro Detroit in the state of Michigan has been so rare, does it change sort of the vibe at Town Hall and other places in the community?
Oh, for sure. When it's 8 a.m. in the morning and your coworkers coming in with their arms flailing around, it's hard to have a case of the Mondays with that. You know what I mean? Tyler, it's so contagious, and it's like an instant smile on your face when you see the ultimate Lions fan running in, and all you want to talk about is, oh my gosh, how were you able to fall asleep last night? It's a lot of fun.
All right, Steve, I want to get both of your opinions on this. I'll start with you. 31-9 victory, 15-2 season. We're not going to see the Lions for another 2 weeks to get a first-round bye. And, the defense playing the way that it played on Sunday night in Week 18 against the Minnesota Vikings. Hutchinson possibly coming back for the Super Bowl. What are your thoughts on where this team can go? Are they going to win it all?
So I'm a little bit of a long story short, but we were at the watch party last year when they lost to San Francisco, and just how empty those fans were. And this year is the year. I feel like our team, our fans, the Detroit Metro, actually the whole state of Michigan, it's just, there's so much, like Jeff Daniels doing his bit. There's just so much going great right now for us and our fans, and I just feel it's Super Bowl at bust. We're all over the radio. It's ours to lose. I mean, Aaron Glenn just dials it up every week. Brad Holmes somehow brings in guys to fill slots, and Ben Johnson and his trick plays, and I just want to chant Jared Goff.
And Stacey, we want to get the same answer the same question from you, and get your thoughts on having this sort of unifying thing for everybody in our community and connecting our communities to others, to have something to come together with. Got 1 minute left with you.
Just want to kind of follow up with what Steve said,
Sure.
too. I feel like after tonight's game, I have a lot more hope. I was a little nervous about how we would fare, and a little bit with defense, but I feel even more excited, if it's possible, for this next few weeks, and pure grit, determination. I feel like we're watching history. It's so exciting, and I'm happy for myself. I'm happy for the team. I'm happy for the state. I'm happy for the city. This is an incredible part of our team and our history that we're witnessing right now.
It really is an historic time in Greater West Bloomfield and Detroit in Michigan, and for all the Lions fans across the U.S. and around the world. Two of the biggest right here in West Bloomfield you see every day over at West Bloomfield Town Hall. Stacey Folbe and Steve Spencer, thank you both so much for your time.
Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Jared Goff.